Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Sachin Education Hub. Friends, today we are here to discuss about the HRA, that is Human Resource Accounting, and thereafter we will also focus on the very important topic, that is challenges or the difficulties in the HRA. So this is a very important question and a demanded question from the students. So this video is only for that students and many others who wanted that answer as well. So let us start with very first, what exactly HRA? As you see in the PDF, HRA in the context of human resource accounting refers to the process of quantifying and reporting the value of human resources within an organization. What it means, you can say that it is a process of assigning a monetary value, assigning a monetary value to the human asset, a monetary value or a quantifying amount to the human asset within an organization. Essentially, you can say that it is just about putting a price tag, putting a price tag on the skills, knowledge, and experience of the employees. In a very short way, you can also say that it is just putting a price tag on the skills, knowledge, and experience of the employee. Okay, so what is HRA? HRA is just about the process of assigning the monetary value to the human assets within an organization, or you can also say that reporting the value of the human resources within an organization. Okay, so this is a very easy meaning. Now coming to the very important question for today, that is challenges or the problems, or also say that limitations under the human resource accounting. Very first is subjectivity in the valuation. Very first point is subjectivity in the valuation. Assessing the value of human resources involve the subjective judgment and making it challenging to arrive at the objective measurement. What it means, you can say that one of the biggest hurdle in the HRA is subjective nature of the human asset, subjective nature of the value of the human asset. It is a very big hurdle. Unlike tangible assets like machinery, buildings, right, unlike these assets, you can say that the value of human resources is much harder to quantify. Unlike tangible assets, just like you can say that a building or a machinery, the value of human resources is much harder to quantify, much harder to calculate, much harder to know about that value. So all these values are the basis for the subjective judgment, not for the objective judgment. So very first difficulty in the HRA. Now the second one is a lack of uniform standards. Uniform standard, as already I am in the last video I already focus on the globalized accounting standard, which main focus is to uniform accounting standard, right? So there is a lack of uniform standard. There is a lack of uniform standard because you can say that different organization may use different methods. Different organization use different methods for the valuation, and which may lead to the inconsistencies and the confusion among the various types of methods. So due to these inconsistencies and confusion, it is very difficult. You can say that the main difficulty is here in the HRA because of uniform standards. If we have a universal accepted standard, then it will be easy to do the human resource accounting. Otherwise, no universally accepted accounting principles or uniform standards for same accounting methods or same accounting ways of different companies, then different organization use different methods, and it is very difficult to measure that thing. So this is another main difficulty. Now the third one is a difficulty in the measurement. Difficulties in the measurement. Unlike tangible assets, human resources do not have easily quantifiable matrices, making it challenging to measure their contribution to the organizational performance. What it means, you can say that very simple. measure the contribution of the human resources to the organizational performance isn't easy. It is not easy. It is not easy to measure the contribution of the human resources in the organizational performance. Unlike financial matrices, human capital matrices are often intangible and difficult to be measured. Unlike financial matrices, human capital is very difficult or are intangible nature and difficult to measure. Okay, so this is the reason there is a difficulty in the measurement. You can say that because of human capital matrices are commonly in the intangible nature, unlike financial matrices, and difficult to be measured. And it is also very difficult to measure the contribution of these human resources in the organizational performance. Now coming to the another one is time and cost. Time and cost intensive. Implementing the HRA require a huge time and cost. Okay, so implementing the HRA require a considerable investment of the time and resources as well as the cost. So gathering the data, developing evaluation methods or models and maintain them is a very burden work. You can say that it is a very huge work to be manage these things, or it is a very burdensome work that makes a very difficult, that makes a problematic for the humans to handle these things. So if you implement the HRA, that is a HRA model, then it require a huge investment, then it require a huge type of cost as well as the time and the resources as well. So all these things are important for the for the proper implementation of HRA model. So this is another difficulty to be manage all these things at a time. Okay. Now coming to the next one is a lack of integration with the financial reporting. There is a lack of consideration. You can say the lack of coordination. Integration is just about the coordination. So human resource accounting is often separate from the traditional financial reporting that make it challenging to coordinate with the human resource value into overall financial statement. You can also say that human resource accounting is often separate from the traditional one. That is the reason the segregation makes it very difficult to be integrate the human resource value into overall financial statement. Due to the traditional concept, or you can say that separate from the traditional concept, it is very difficult to integrate or coordinate these things into financial statement. It is another problem that makes the lack of segregation of these accounting standard or these type of accounting into financial reporting. Okay, now the next one is inability to the capture future value. Inability to capture the future value. HRA typically focus on the historical cost or the current value of human resource, that limiting its ability to capture the potential future value of the investments in the human capital. You can say that while HRA can assess the current value of human asset based on the historical cost or as well as present cost, it often feels the struggles to capture the potential future value of the investment in the human capital. This limitation restricts its ability to provide insights about the long-term returns on the human resources. So due to less ability or due to the less visibility of the return in the long term, it is a very difficult or it is a very improper thing. You can say that if you are using the HRA, because HRA provides the inability, not ability. It provides the inability to capture the future value. What will be the future value? What will be the return in the long term? It is very difficult to measure in the HRA. Okay. Now the last one is a difficulty in comparison. Very easy point. Because of the variations in the organization structure, industry dynamics, workforce compositions, due to these factors, it is very difficult for the different organization to measure and compare these things with each other. Different human beings have a different organization structures. Human resources have different natures, workforce compositions, that make it very challenging to compare these human resources with the different types of other organizations. And without standardization matrices or benchmarking, the meaningful compensation become very difficult. So without these standardization, without these benchmarking or many other important factors, if lacked in the organization, then it is very difficult to compare these things and very difficult to uh, get efficiency in your work. Okay, so this is all about the difficulties of the HRA. I hope I hope this video helps you a lot. If you found this video very helpful, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel as well. And very important, if you want any types of commerce subjects note, then you can also join our Telegram channel. The link of our Telegram channel is in the description box. And every type of commerce subjects notes you will get on these Telegram channel as well. Okay. So this is all about for today. Let's wait for the next videos. Until next time, take care very well. Goodbye. Tata.